that goes, it's staying clear.
Yeah, I'll take that.
So if you look at whereas we're going past it, you can see the gaps here between the track.
Yeah.
They've actually put extra track in certain places. These short bits of track here.
Yeah.
This one here, because they removed those, and that's where trains used to stall. That's why we used to go there very slowly.
Yeah. Well, what I'll do is I'll cut out the bits when we're not talking, but yeah. Sorry.
We didn't blow the whistle, did we?
I'll cut out the bits when we are talking. Then yeah. Official anyway. That'll go off after 30 seconds anyway. Screen will go off after 30 seconds, yeah.
Oh, just get that. So you're going to record the whole line all the way back?
Yeah, if that's right.
Yeah. I'm happy with you know that.
Right. Yeah. What, so change, yeah.
141 I finished. I can't. Once I finish at White City on the east, and I can't give you any further drive.
I'm grateful for what you're doing.
Keep a bit of paper, that's proof that, you know, you can show put that on there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I've been dying to watch new YouTube drive-by view of Central Line, and it's finally now got one on. It won't be out for at least 2 weeks.
Well, like the tube snap, he's going to write a bit about me.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he's got these two claims. I said to him, I'll stop the train for you, take some videos of the train going in and out. He said, you're really helpful. Most drivers don't do that. Yeah, I'm just trying to get 1,000 followers.
Yeah, I mean,
and then I can do a Q&A. There's a lot of people like yourself that want to ask questions.
I'm mentoring at 202 on YouTube.
Yeah.
I've got just hit 7K subscribers. I can help you out with content ideas, but we'll have to do a collab, so maybe one day try and work at Soren Central Line where I could possibly race you and try and beat you, and then somehow do a collab.
Yeah, no problems. You can try and beat me. I'll take the train out of the water, I'll get there before you, don't worry.
No, it's just like, because I'm a friendly, laid-back person, other people at my level, I like to bring them up to my level, I like to get them noticed as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm not just one of them.
I'm just doing it for the, you know, because I'm going to be retiring the next couple of years.
Oh.
Sadly, yes. I'll probably do another 2 or 3 years if I'm lucky, maybe up to 5.
Yeah.
So, look at retiring, passing the chalice on to the next drivers. The amount of drivers now that are done 34, 35 years, you're all leaving.
Yeah.
This used to be a thing here as well. Crossing here. So you're getting hot?
No, it's fine. I've had my jacket on top of the day, so
it does get warm. The only trouble is these cabs get very hot in the summer.
Yeah.
The trouble is on there it gets a raw. So yeah, I've got a couple. I've got a train coming next. Tomorrow's one's going to be a train going into White Cities because we're under Westfield.
Yeah.
And that's where my depot is, underneath Westfield. And one going in, one coming out, one going in. I've got a couple of bits of trackside equipment.
Yeah.
I've got on there. I shoot it when I've got instructors with me.
I know you've already said yes, but I'm going to ask you to take. Is it alright to publish?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, because I just thought I'd have to have it recorded as well.
There's no problem. The whole point is, it's not interfering with my driving.
Yeah.
That's what that bit of paper's about. You're not interfering with my driving.
I haven't read one in years. I haven't read it in years. One in years. So.
They printed it out with the wrong name on it, and I've had to cross it out and track it out. So you can chip-X that and make it more neater, but keep that for yourself. That's
no, it hasn't changed one bit.
There was one they made, but I'll show you in a bit. This is the new form they were expecting. This is what you would probably think. That's the one they were trying to get me to do for you.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't work for LU, but I know that.
Business reasons why you have to be in my cab and everything.
Yeah.
Passport size photograph, that.
edits have been, they're gonna care about audio, so they're gonna want to hear it. But I'll do my best to, because if somebody uploads a cab ride, they want audio instead of music. So I'll sort it out.
That's why I'm putting the train sounds on my one, because that covers it a little bit. Because you know the radio, that sometimes can put you off.
Yeah.
The roar of the aircon.
But they won't listen to us anyway. They're more interested in that.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's why I said to them, if I can get more people, they can request. That's my
logbook. Yeah.
Train continuity and brake test book.
Yeah. R1's near where the master control switch is. Yes. This is the first time doing the Central Line. I've done the Jubilee briefly, Northern District, bit of H&C, Hammersmith City only. I've pretty much done near enough everything, only apart from 4 lines. No, still need to do that. That's on my bucket list.
It's a shame because I drove on there. I knew a couple of drivers on that they've left.
Yeah. I want to redo the District Line, because specifically we did on ATO now. I want to see what that looks like.
So it's just a bit more advanced than this. So yeah, you're welcome to take my picture, you're welcome to print everything on there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I just don't want to do anything about commission and stuff.
Oh, that's the other one. If I was sitting there drinking a can of lager, I would say no. You know what I mean? Anything that makes me look bad.
But they put new software on there.
They regularly do software updates.
Okay, because
yeah. I'm gonna clear it.
Oh no, it's just curious because it's from the 90s. From the 90s.
You can't do anything to it.
Okay.
So literally you can scroll down and look at my active cam and that will tell you if there's any faults. Go back up to the red one and then push down. Come back down again. Now push again. Push down. No.
Oh, click down on it.
Yeah, you've got to click down on it, so push down on it. And that will tell you my emergency brake pressure, because I'm using it at the moment, it's not okay, so I'm using my air at the moment. It's telling my suspension's inflated. It just gives me a very simplified version of what my train's doing around me. Go back to the exit, come back out.
Where's that top?
So you're on it at the moment, just push down. And then push
down again.
Down again. Now go down to full details. Second one down.
Yeah.
Push down.
Yeah.
And then you can scroll through and see what defects were wrong with this train and how the train dealt with it. Because the train will do a lot of its own isolations.
Right.
See? So it does all that stuff on there. It's got the icing unit control on there.
125. Oh no, 115. Yeah.
Loud and reverse.
Yeah. Well, because when Night Tube was being brought back out and stuff, I was recovering when they were all opening.
Oh yeah.
I've still got to do the Piccadilly line. Even it's been open for ages, I've still got to cover it. Yeah. So what made my channel pop off was driver reviews.
Oh yeah.
And between me and you, they are the money makers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing is people love watching what from a driver. I mean, that's why I put on there pretend to drive a train. Yeah. A lot of people really. I mean, I'm every day there's people adding me because they all want to see it.
No, I'm just.
Yeah, it's my countdown. She's telling me how long I'm going to be in the platform.
Yeah. Right.
See, a lot of people, that's why I put the countdown, because people don't realise
and
that.
And they're for the doors, and that's the closed doors, and then they're reopened. You know,
yeah.
And the ETO buttons.
Yeah.
You ain't got one of them metal forks where you push your ETO buttons with.
No, that's bad. That is bad practice.
Okay.
In terms of, you know, if we have a train accident. And you've got the ground investigation board.
Yeah.
What do you think they're going to do to someone if they see one of those? They're going to throw the book at you because it's bad practice.
Yeah.
It's like crossing your arms when you're driving a car.
Yeah.
It's very bad practice. I don't do it.
Why is it closed now? Is it for later?
It's probably got some work doing in there. They're probably doing some points work. It could be in the cabin.
Yeah.
It's very rare that you see it closed off for a reason. But this, I mean, mind you, I'm going to be in there the weekend.
Oh, right.
I'm stabling 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning in there.
Oh, right.
That's where I got that video last weekend of going in and coming back out.
Yeah.
I have only been in there certain depots only go in certain sidings at certain times of the year.
So on TikTok, there are a few drivers that do TikTok. We've got one on the Northern.
Yes.
There's a Baker Blue Line driver called DJ Bumper.
Oh yeah.
She's a Baker Blue Line driver. There's another one, I've got her name, but she's a Met 9. There's quite a few.
Oh yeah.
A few drivers that do it. So.
But I like to bring my experience because I've done 34 years. You know, I've seen this line evolve from what it was as a merge car.
But when you said you knew Jamie, I knew I could trust you, so yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You can see all the other drivers on the way. They all know me, Trev. They know, everybody knows me on this line.
Yeah.
In fact, on certain other lines, a lot of the older drivers on other lines on the Met know me as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Jamie and the gang up there, they say, oh, it's the district line, it's the Drama Queen line. I'm like, okay. And like, a lot of we're the military line, so that pretty much says our name, military line.
Well, it was we used to call you like the tunnel rats. Yeah, yours were the tunnel rats, you were.
Yeah, yeah. We've got our train canteens. We've got drivers. So you got your good ones, you got your bad ones, you got your funny ones.
Yes.
But the drivers on the Northern line are pretty nice. They're nice.
Oh no, you got some nice blokes in there. I know quite a few, especially from the late turns. They, if you ask them if they're ex-Central line, they mention me.
Okay.
That's just me. If you hear one, they say, "Do you used to go to Central line?"
Yeah.
Say, Trevor Howe, and they're like, "Yeah, no, I know him."
Yeah.
That's a lot of them started off at White City or West Ruislip, and then they've gone to the Northern line 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, well, the Northern line used to be fun, but it's not anymore.
The job is what you make of it.
Well, I done work experience on the Northern line at Malden back in 2015, and I'm not
Short camera on this bit, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, it's going across the points.
Oh right. I'm not.
Side spare, isn't it?
Yeah. All I'm going to say is that we had every driver's worst nightmare. I'm not going to say it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I had one here.
Yeah. So one day, me and the admin, I was my admin boss, who works with me.
Bloody hell.
We were looking at tracking it, and there was an incident at Hampstead. So what they were doing, we were listening to the radio, and like, oh, all trains on the Morlandale branch, please be advised that you will be tipping out and going into Morland Depot and reform and come back out.
Yes.
And at that time I was in a white polo shirt, so I was staying in the trains with my manager. And the polo shirt, when I was finished with it, it was all dirty. And I just looked at Barry, and Barry just took one look at me and said, keep it, I don't want it back.
the tunnel dust at the line is not very nice. That's not done for a long time. The Woodford's shunt now. Shunt east to west here.
Yeah.
They don't like the one under the cabinet lanes though, they don't do those ones. They're going to go out. This is a good one. We're going to go via the 21 road. There's the shunt on the sidings.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's called reversing via the main. He normally goes, see they've already thrown the signal off in the sidings. So we go through the sidings in ATO.
Cool.
Doesn't happen. This is not
Doesn't
a
happen
regular
much,
yeah. Did you tell the controller something? That you're on the train? Everybody seems to know you.
Well, I can't get away from anyone on the Northern. They all know me. I'm literally.
Someone knows you're on this.
Yeah.
Start closing, stay clear. Yes. Probably doing a train. This is a training move. So the bloke on that train is a driver, a trainee driver.
Yeah.
So he's training him to reverse via the main.
Yeah.
Bonus point on your
video, yeah. And they'll all be happy to see this, so I'm going to keep quiet now because they're going to get annoyed with me talking. Oh, so they're picking stone. said, we heard you, but we chose to ignore you. LOL.
I'm going to Epping tomorrow at 6:35 in the morning.
Bloody hell, I'll be in bed by that time.
And I go Hainault at 9:35 tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be next week.
Well, just, you know, you got me on Facebook now, so just DM me and say, Ben, I'm coming up this week and, you know, I'll come down, I'll look at your train number and whatnot.
Trouble is my demo,
Yeah.
like city, everything goes to Hainault from, it's the Ruislip that goes down there. Yeah, I'll probably be about a week and a half before I can turn up your way in the time that you'll be there.
Yeah, well, I'll be there, but I'm always there from 10 to 6.
It's best to put my number, my phone number.
Yeah.
Do you put it on your phone?
I'll do it when change it. You really step back?
No.
Oh,
I go to always through to West Ruislip now.
West Ruislip and then you coming back?
And then I come off at
White City. Yeah, I'll jump for White City. I've got Tim and Trevor's on my phone.
We've got to put good looking Trevor.
What phone? Yeah. What phone you got?
It's not Huawei, it's the Xiaomi Poco 3.
Android.
Yeah.
You're an Android. I'm an Apple guy. I'll wait until we're stationary at the next station. What's the next station? Staffordshire.
Stairs with the next.
We'll do it in a bit because I'm going to bleep it on that.
Over there, so people can't take it and
I'll text you later.
Okay. Just text and send me on Ben, remember.
I'm not the latest finish, by the way.
Well, as soon as I told the manager about you, he went, is it Phil Jungle Runway? I said he probably fucking hate me for that. Yeah, if you try and spread the word about me, just spread literally that way, all people will join, and I'll do a Q&A.
Yeah, will do.
So when I'm sitting spare, you know, I can take you, I can do a live stream.
Yeah.
The manager will be okay. What it is, it's just the cheap.
Yeah.
The extreme hours it's going to be.
What I mean is, if nobody's using it, could you possibly put a simulator as well? The simulator?
Oh, the simulator?
If nobody's using it this
The
time.
problem is that's locked up.
Oh, right, okay. I thought I'd try one up for you.
No, the simulators at White's, the one at Hainault, you have to get a Hainault driver.
Yeah.
The one at West Ruislip, That's always locked up because it's faulty.
Oh, right.
It's run by, ever since they bought it,
Yeah, it's never worked.
it's never worked properly. And that's the problem. It runs like 6 computers
Yeah.
make it work. I've got 6 like desktop computers and the software's crap.
Yeah. I've had to go on the
You'll probably find the settings that you lot are talking about are probably better than what we've got.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I've been playing OpenBB for over a decade now, and when I do the Ruislip Street one, I always try and tell myself then, coded manual, no ATO,
Yes.
because I think what a lot of automatic drivers, not you, but other drivers take for granted is that they've got it into their mindset, and their mindset deficiency becomes decreased because they're so used to ATO.
Oh yeah.
And when they have to drive manually, it's like, all right, I've got to drive again. So it's like,
In the open sections we can do it anytime we like. In the single section we have to ask permission.
Yeah.
That's the problem. During the week, at the moment they don't want you out of ATO to keep the trains running properly.
Yeah.
We've got so many trains faulty, so many drivers not around. They're just trying to keep as many trains running at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't like us. They don't like our drivers on the Walden branch doing PM on a Sunday or during the week. They just got into serves down. But not so bad on the north end, but south end they don't like it one bit.
Yeah, no, it was our line because we've got so many drivers retiring, but these trains are 1992 stock. They were built in 91.
They're 30 now, or they're 30 next year.
They're already 30, yeah, this year, because they were built in 91, 92.
Yeah.
These are 91 stock.
But they came out in 93.
Yeah, but they were built in 91.
Yeah, they're a 30.
Train.
Don't like that bag of bricks.
This is where the other day where a couple of trains were queuing up because Virgin Junction, 2 trains in one don't go.
Yeah,
And if they do, I was here when this was on the roads here, this was on Trout Houses here.
Right.
Before this, is it the A12 here?
A12, yeah.
Before it was even built.
Where's British Museum?
British Museum sidings.
No, British Museum State, where's it past it? Where is it on the line between?
Holborn and Tottenham Road.
Alright.
I'll show you it.
Alright, because you've only
It's not
one
very. We'll keep the light on first. They don't. The lights down there. They don't keep them on anymore, so you can barely see it.
The old Wood Lane as well. That's
Wood Lane. That you don't see any. When you go around the curve, it's called the Caxton Curve. Going between Shepherd's Bush. That's the most extreme curve on the underground. It's under Caxton Road. Caxton Road's above us. And you'll see a void, a space beside us, and what used to be a set of points there, and that used to be the depot. That place was shuttered.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I've seen a video on YouTube of a Central Line driver asleep on the eastbound.
Yes, was that one at Stratford?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to think, some of the drivers, sadly it's the new drivers. Every fuck up is a new driver.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When I've been here as a guard, as a driver and a motorman, so I've been 30 odd years, so it's just the new drivers tend to make mistakes a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's natural. I mean, I've been driving miniature railway trains for 5 years and I still bloody make mistakes.
So if you want to look at the old-fashioned signals, you'll see it as we go around the corner. There's 2 things you want to see. I'm going to put one up. On the left-hand side.
Yeah.
I'll tell you first of all, as it turns up. That close right there, you can see it's got an old signal.
Yeah.
That is the old one.
Yeah.
And then you look here on the left-hand side, you'll see the colour change. Dark, 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 and then it goes to light here. This is where the train crashed there in the 80s. The train went out the back, and they had to rebuild it or remake it.
I heard about that.
So that's, if you come around there when it's not so sunny, it goes dark purple, light purple. I've got the video for that. And that's where the scene of the latent crash was. Same thing again, bit of train up the back. This is one I put on yesterday.
Yeah.
It looks lovely. I'm gonna start doing all the stations at night time.
Yeah.
Because I think the stations look beautiful.
Oh yeah. I mean, what I love about the Central Line and the Central Line people is you're all laid back. Because where I'm from, everyone's a totally different cup of fish. So it's like
double platforms.
Yeah,
both sides.
yeah.
There's only like Uxbridge and White City and here.
Yeah.
And on the Morden, they've got one at Morden.
And Barking.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
you
both sides.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doors closing, staying clear. Doors closing, staying clear. Only within the yellow line, look.
Yeah.
Doesn't realise that yellow line is not to protect the train, it's to protect you.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know about the emergency access point halfway between Stratford and Mile End?
No.
This is a bit of trivia for your viewers.
Yeah.
If you can remember this,
Yeah.
you'll see two white rings in the tunnel. It's halfway between, and then your left hand side you'll see a light,
Yeah.
and that's a tunnel where you can get out and you end up in Mile End Road, there's a carriageway. So there's a thing there. I'll show you in a minute, and it's an emergency evacuation point because between these two stations is so far.
Yeah.
They had to put an evacuation point in. These white segments, 100 metres away, is the entrance. So you'll see it in the tunnel. There's this one set of rings.
Right.
Left hand side here you'll have,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
you see the light?
Yeah.
And then you have another, let's have one there it is. On both sides you'll have the white subtle segments to tell you where it is. It comes up at the side of the dual carriageway on Mile End Road. It's a disguised building, nobody knows what it does. It's one of our, it's like, you know, the Piccadilly line.
Yeah.
As you go around the Heathrow Loop,
Right. Yeah.
there's ambient priory. There's two evacuation points on that. That bring you up beside the airport.
Right.
It's being close to the train in front.
Yeah.
We're going through Open area and Museum.
Yeah.
It'll be at a slower speed, so you'll pick up much more train. You'll pick up more
Speed.
speed of it.
Yeah, a lot of Jubilee Line instructors telling me along the lines is when they've got trainees and they're driving doing PM training, a lot of drivers don't pay attention to the gradients.
Yes.
They just drive to the top. So he said to me, if you want to become a tube driver, don't go to an automatic one. Because
Well, this line, the way it was built, it drops away as you leave the station to accelerate, and then it comes back up. And not all lines were built like this. This line was built especially. It was the Tuppenny Tube.
Tuppenny Tube, yeah.
We are the original tube.
1900, yeah.
The word tube comes from the Central Line.
Yeah, it does, sure does. You've got that Jeff Marshall bloke to tell you all the history of every line and stuff. Yeah, he's a bit of a... I mean, I personally don't mind him, but a lot of other people a bit, you know.
I haven't met him yet, but I've seen his videos.
Yeah, he's a lovely guy.
Yeah.
He sometimes I just think he's misunderstood.
Have you done the Shepherd's Bush yet? They're doing that where you can go to the old station. bush, turn right just physically, and it'd go up in a loop there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm an IO as well. I'm a miniature railway.
I was an IO on the pick, an IO on here.
Yeah, with the trainees I've had, a couple of volunteers I've had, trainees, they're not vigilant and aware enough of things like bushes and stuff, and you know.
This is what I'm saying. The cable runs
Yeah.
bushes here. There's certain things you can look at.
Because we've got blind spots, and I say to them, when you're approaching these blind spots, blow your whistle.
Yes. Well, the whistle of, you know, the whistle codes, wind and ooze.
Yeah, yeah.
So you go west, in, north and down.
Yeah.
And ooze is outer, up, south and east.
Yeah.
It takes more wind than ooze, so you blow 2 whistles. So if you see, like, if I was talking or trying to signal a track rope, if I'm on the west, I'd blow him twice.
Yeah,
without even looking up, they'll know I'm on the west. But new drivers are not taught this.
Yeah.
Wind and ooze, they're not taught whistle codes. And you're supposed to blow your whistle when you move away from the station. When you're crossing a point, when you're joining a main line, you're supposed to whistle all the time.
My trainee recently, he's autistic, but he's one of them where he'll give you a little back and try and tell you how to do your job, in other words.
Well, an old boy, that's what I said to that old driver who spoke to me. And I sat there and listened to him because he's got experience more than me. So I literally saluted him and I said, tell me about stuff. And I've done 34 years. And I let people tell me about it. So there'll be stuff you know that I don't know.
Well, to be fair, he does keep me on my toes. So.
I would not tend to try and be clever with an older person. Someone driven more than me with an instructor.
Now I can see why Bob loves this line.
We've got lovely countryside both ends, but you've got there's a lot of stuff on here that, you know, the new drivers are not taught anymore. I mean, this crossover I've used twice in 34 years. These are 10 points as we leave out here, and you can cross from the eastbound to the westbound. But it doesn't happen. That's one of these moves that you'd be very lucky at doing. If I ever get it, I'll tape it.
Well, in a minute, I'm currently teaching my missus to drive trains, and she's a bag of nerves, but she's doing well.
Well, I'll say, you know what I mean, it's good. It's still being done.
The thing is, I like passing on my knowledge.
That's the thing is, that is the good. So here's the 10 points. These are extreme moves, so these ones used.
Right, you do come in fast on top of the road.
Sorry?
Did you do come in fast on top of the road?
Yes. On the right hand side we've got museum sidings. So when you're pulling into Tottenham Road on the west side bound, if you stand right at the head wall, if you're lucky, there is a tunnel which is used for storage on your left hand side. Not here, at Tottenham Court Road. And literally, if the lights are on, there is equipment there you can see. Doors now closing, stand by. Platform, we've got to make the announcement. Look at that. 8 cameras.
I was watching yesterday. I was watching London Transport Hangouts.
Yes.
They've done a cab ride on the Elizabeth line. And some of the features in the cab, they've took.
Let's go right edge of the platform.
Jesus Christ. They took aspirations off the S-Block, so like the TMS, the dead man's handle, the buttons, they took off the S-Block. I'm like, I didn't know that.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you look at if you go back to purely down to the signalling system, most signaling are just an advanced form of this, what we've got now. It's the moving block signalling. We've got fixed block, which is the original Victoria line.
They've got a new one now.
Coming into Post Office or St Paul's. Came to the famous Central line between here and Mount Pleasant. What runs underneath us?
No.
Mail rail.
Oh, right.
Mail rail from here runs underneath us.
Oh, right.
And then branches off to Mount Pleasant.
Right.
So, have you been on it yet?
No.
You're about another 10-20 metres below us.
Right.
So.
The Victoria line have got a new signalling system called Distant to Go Radio now.
That's what I'm saying. But.
People have said to me, if you go to a Victoria line driver and ask them about stock and driving, they'll just give you a blank look, so they don't know what I'm talking about, because they used to hate it at home.
Yes, well, apart from Northumberland Depot, that's the only time. But then you've only got your special drivers who do that. Chancery Lane. We used to have a road gates there. And our signals used to be ex-signals. Which means they could be remotely operated in case of flood for the underground. They've been taken away. That's another bit of trivia about the Central Line that only older drivers know. So if the River Thames was breached, this is a high point that we can stop trains. And the trains would, some of them would flood.
Embankments, you can still see the old floodgates in the embankment.
Definitely green on the east. There's one there. The ones on the pit line, their ones are up in the air. Ours are in the water. This was a remote controlled signal here. That was controlled from the flood defence up on the Northern Line. They've changed the signal number.
You know when you Central Line drivers and Victoria Line drivers are on strike.
Yes.
Because
like true.
I was stuck at the station for 2 hours waiting for a train to go to Tottenham Court Road just to go home. I was sitting there till about 3 o'clock in the morning on this platform. Oh my god.
I'd have hired a bike or a scooter and done it that way. That's the way to do it. So now we're going to switch sides to Holborn. beside that white line, the door there, that's the old signal cabin there.
Oh,
If you
right.
open that door, there's a signal cabin in there, and that used to control Holborn sidings. And that's it there. You literally open that door, and the sidings, the signal cabin's down the side here.
Yeah.
But the station's on that side. You drivers don't know that.
No, they don't.
So I'll keep quiet, but as we go out here, look on your right hand side, you'll see what's left of the station and then the sidings.
Right.
Store documents in it. Like on the pick line, King's Cross, westbound.
Yeah.
Sorry, westbound, it's not westbound. On the northbound platform, go right to the back of the platform and look, and you'll see the track.
Yeah.
The tunnel goes off to the right hand side.
Well,
that's a connection to the Northern Line.
Right. Well, as I've got a lot of Northern Line connections, just message me and I can speak to a couple of Toms and get you a cab ride on the Northern. But I think you'll get on with a certain driver that he can talk for England and he's a lovely guy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
If you're interested, you want to come over one day and see what we're all about.
Yeah, I know. I jump in cabs all the time.
Yeah.
As drivers, we sort of nod at each other. They're all like, yeah. I've originally tried cabs all the time. Yeah. Especially between Oxford Circus, Tottenham Road, up to Euston Square, TCR. Do you notice there's one thing I didn't show you? Look above our signs, Oxford Circus is a red strip.
All right.
And all our stations are that, but apart from Holborn, it's blue.
Right.
On the wall, look.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Holborn has it in blue.
Wow.
It's just weird they did that.
Yeah.
They made it that one with just a blue line. But that, the improvement, the supposed to be part of that station is supposed to be redug up.
So when did you drivers get the tip off about the rail cam at Epping?
As soon as it was up, our unions put it straight up.
Oh right.
They just said to us, be careful. If you're doing something you're not supposed to, don't. There's the camera there. And you've got lots of enthusiasts watching it.
Right, yeah.
They're like, okay.
Yeah, we've had it about 4 months.
As soon as you come out, watch out.
Yeah.
We're very security conscious, like people watching us.
I am as well.
Tunnel lights are on.
Yeah.
Which normally denotes that the station's closed, but these are the tunnel lights. And that's what it's supposed to be. In the old days, you left the tunnel lights on if the station was closed.
Yeah.
If you get friendly with some supervisors, this station's got lots of areas, storage areas between the tunnels. We can't see it because it's all dark, but there is storage areas in the tunnel here on the right hand side.
Yeah. What's your favourite section to drive on the Central Line? Is it personal favourite or just all the same?
What's City to Shepherd's Bush, both sides.
Oh right. Oh right.
Purely because of the history behind it.
Right.
Because we not only do we dip down, but we cross over each
Yeah.
other. That was for the loop, because we used to have a loop, a ring road at Wood Lane, where the trains used to turn around because the trains finished there. So that part is the original part that it's just special Caxton curve.
Yeah.
You know, it's the way it's got so much history between those two stations.
Yeah.
I mean, even I wouldn't mind going, you know, to show you the old station, Shepherd's Bush.
Yeah.
I'd love to go and see it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people online that have made a name for themselves, like Jeff Marshall,
Yes.
Django Hazard, another one. There's a
And Lutcher will be coming up there soon. And maybe Trevor.
Yeah.
Next suit, this is the old suit, it's the Sigma Cavalier.
All right. Well, I'm hoping to get to 10k by the end of the year,
Yeah.
but this is going to go nuts. And I've got to leave the audio now. Anyway, so like.
Dusty and dirty in there. That's a single siding, so only one train can fit in there. You've got bolt holes there. You've got bolt holes.
No.
It's where you can take refuge if a train comes down here and goes to the you see them every so often, where you can see a little light going across. And you can cross across to the eastbound.
What was it like working with Bobby Eldon as a signaller?
Never had a problem with it.
We've got radios, and the other day we had visitors around the site. The first time I heard his voice, I was shitting myself and Jamie was like, "It's signaller, get used to it." I'm like, I've never heard it because he's got such a big voice now.
Yes.
Any Saturday, just give me a bit of notice and I'll give you notice. We'll walk down and get a pop in and we chat to see you. It really would, and then we can all have a laugh. All of us can gang up on Bob. Kevin, we've all got a sense of character. I'm called the gopher because I do all the T runs.
Could have told me that before, couldn't you?
I did text him. I said to him 2 T's for Epping platform 1 at so time, and like didn't respond.
They won't ever do that.
Yeah.
Well, there's that little pork cabin type thing, that, you know, the drinks thing. They are very good for their sandwiches and their bacon, their coffees and teas.
We've got lots of cups, so if you want a tea, just text me and I'll bring one out to you.
Next bit, there'll be Queensway. Queensway crossover. That's only been used about 3 times in 20 years. It is so tight that you can't do it at more than 4 kph or you'll hit the tunnel wall.
Don't tell your friends this, but you've got personal coffee delivery service now. Or tea.
Do you think but you've just announced it, so I'm sorry, you're going to have to 6 million people.
I'll blur that out.
6 million people are
But
going.
just, you know, just say I'm on the way up, I'm on train, so this platform, I'll bring one in, bring one out to you.
So if you look here on the right hand side, this is the curve on this. It's just literally going to hit the tunnel wall if you went over 4 or 5 kph.
Right.
There's a little sign beside this one here.
All right.
That is so tight.
Yeah.
The side sway at the moment. That's only been used 3 times since it's been put in. It used to be called Queen's Road, this used to be.
It did, yeah. Central Line's just got so much bloody history.
That's what I'm saying. Until you get the old boys and crack our heads open.
You've just got to look about 10 metres down the road and there's something there's stories to tell.
You look over here, they see when they brought these trains, they were too big for the tunnel.
Yeah.
So the tunnel segments that start here are larger and then they go into smaller ones.
Yeah.
We got some Welsh miners come in to replace the tunnel segments because the trains were too big for the tunnel. They didn't. This is stuff that only people from the 80s and 90s know about the Central Line. If you look at most entrance and exits of the station, they've all been changed because the trains they couldn't get into the tunnel. They're fouling. Halfway down the platform here, Nottingham Gate, you've got the old station. It's all been sealed up. Traffic Marshal did it. And they did it on the UK TV when they went down it.
I remember a few incidents on this line where back in the early 2000s.
Those are the entrances to the old station.
Right.
So
there was a train derailed at White City.
Yes.
And I remember the bloke at the time, he left a couple of years ago, and I remember his friends said, "Oh, let's get this train back on the move." He goes, "Oh, that's a wife on the phone. My dinner's just gone on the dog." And there was also the traction motors that came off one of these trains coming to the traction motor. There was a one, yeah.
No, there wasn't. There was three.
There was three motors. The three motors came off. Was it
no,
two?
3 trains. The motors came off.
Yeah, 2000.
They only told you about one.
Oh right. 3?
Yes.
Bob didn't say that.
What?
Bob didn't tell me about that.
Well, one happened up at Loughton.
Yeah.
One train mounted the platform at Chancery Lane.
Wow.
And there was one at Ruislip.
Wow.
And then the other 2 were pushed up.
Oh, right.
There's a lot of that on this job. They push up some things.
Yeah.
So that's been done before.
Alright.
This is being on the job a long time, you know.
Yeah.
When they, it was one train, no, it was 3. We had the big power shutdown where we couldn't run our trains. Great station, very nice.
Yeah, it is. On the eastbound there's a little footbridge where you can see people walking past. That is the money shot. I need to get photos one day.
Yes.
I made a bit of a tip myself the other week. I set out to do a video about the new eastbound at East Acton.
Yes.
And when I got there, I looked at it, and all they've done is they've just took out the old supports, put new supports in, and laid out the concrete.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's going to be a pointless video. They ain't going to do so well.
They were supposed to stabilise the bank because the middle of the platform was actually it was drooping.
Yeah.
And all they've done is, as you can see, they've literally put new metal supports in there. They haven't fixed the embankment, so that will go again in years to come. It's called a cheap quick fix.
Yeah.
They're going to close the westbound soon because that's also drooping as well. Here, this tunnel is the new bit. The old tunnel is to shoot up here. And if you go on that thing, you'll see the wire mesh cage and you'll see where all the tunnels went.
Yeah.
We're now away from it. We should be over to the right hand side. The original tunnels are above us, and to the right hand side.
Right. Yeah, man.
That's what this cage is about. If you go up there, you'll see the original tunnels.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
They're above us. And you'll see the original west eastbound is actually past.
Yeah.
You see the grates in the wall.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to be TFL's favourite cup of tea in a while because I'm going to be making a video of how run down the Bakerloo line is.
We call it the ugly sister line because it always gets the leftovers. They've never had their own stock. They've always had cast-offs. There was a talk in the early 2000s. There wasn't a closing stack there, but they were going to give them this stock here.
Oh god!
Because they've always got trains spare where we haven't. We need more capacity. So they're going to give us a new train to give these to the Bakerloo, but the Bakerloo turned them down.
Well, they've recently decommissioned Elephant Castle sidings. Jamie went down there because he wants some permanent rain, and he's based in Bakerloo, so one night he went down there and they cleaned the sidings out.
This is the original one. That's not Caxton Curve. That's not the most work. The one up here is Caxton Curve.
Right.
Because you'll see the check rail beside the main rail. So as we go around the corner, you'll see a check rail, and that's all that holds this train on the track.
Yeah. Wow.
Because these would ride the track. These would go over the top of the track.
Right.
Without that check rail. You cannot get a curve sharper than this.
Well.
Caxton Curve.
Houston's Camden Town's pretty bad, but
this is it. Yeah.
Oh right. Caxton Curve. Yeah.
Because Caxton Road is right above you.
Right.
This area here to the left-hand side is where the old depot was.
Right.
And if you go around here, just before, it jumps out to the left here.
Yeah.
And that's where the old depot used to be. It's coming here. Station with the moving platforms down there, where I just showed you.
Yeah.
No, behind us.
Behind us, yeah.
That was where they had the platform. It was a wooden platform they could sail down.
Yeah. Bobby Eldon, he tells me stories all the time about White City, so it's like every week.
I don't know if he remembers my name. I've been.
I'll mention it to him and I'll say, he was down 2 weeks ago.
Blonde bloke, so he's now bald. Just take a picture of me, you may recognise him.
Okay, I'll do that when we're off camera. Yeah, I come out here weekends for the AMP rides if drivers are doing it.
Because you know, on the control centre, up on their diagram, if I took this out, at the moment I'm in purple.
Yeah.
If I take it out of ATO, I go green or red. And they'll notice me straight away and they'll call me up straight away.
What are you doing? Yeah.
They won't let me take it out. Because it all works in with the signalling system where I'm being held now. So literally they're on their computers, just literally adjusting the distance between trains. And it only works if I'm in ATO.
Oh, right.
So it's the original old-fashioned version. So you used to have a railway here, you used to have the Milk Road here.
Yeah.
Because Unigate Dairies used to be here on the right hand side. Because if you go under this bridge you'll see it.
But you're not one of them drivers when they come into the station, they're just standing up near the end door and ready to get out.
I'm not in a rush anyway. I don't rush anywhere.
No, it's just like I see a lot of drivers do that and I'm like, what's the rush?
That's, well yeah, but what do you see? They're coming into the platform.
Yeah.
And they're doing that. If you have the RAIB there,
yeah, I know,
or anybody like that, those drivers will lose their jobs.
Yeah, I know how I've got a rough understanding how ATP works anyway. So them boards with the red stripe and white.
Yeah, they're block marker boards, BMBs.
Marker boards, yeah. If you're encoded manual, it will tell you, it will give you tell you how much you can go further, how much you can open up, or how much you can slow down.
It tells the computer, this is called in-cab signaling.
Yeah, in-cab signaling, yeah.
So it's telling me this track here is up to 50 miles per 50 kph. Yeah. That's my train speed, and the bottom one is my target speed. Every time I go past one, that's the car mark. Yeah. This is a coasting board. In the old days, we used to coast from that train.
Because battery like this, still use it.
Yeah, they're coasting boards, they're called. Also, they're in a triangle version as well. So yeah, around here there's another one called there, BND there.
Yeah.
And I'm changing it. There's a colour light signal.
Yeah.
Which you don't have really on the Northern or the Jubilee.
No, we don't. We used to when TBTC was coming out. We had coloured signals temporarily, and they were taken out.
Yeah, because we got whites and white route lock in as well.
Yeah.
This one will go up, should it?
In March next year will be 10 years we've had TBTC. And what was the hardest thing when they were doing the northern extension to Battersea? The hardest thing for them they found was getting generation 2 signaling to communicate generation 3. Because effectively what the old existing areas of northern Jubilee now is obsolete.
Yes.
So it's like what they said it was a challenge. But now when they come into Battersea Power Station, which they want to go into, they've got to wait at least 30 seconds now. Didn't have to in the past, but it's a new system.
Well, we call that slow comms. We have certain areas where the signal stays red or goes green, but we don't have a code.
Yeah.
And it takes up to 30 seconds. And we call that slow comms. And it's the train communicating with the track, communicating with the signalling computer as well. So as you pull into the station here, as we stop.
Yeah, that's all they've done, I was saying. That's all they've done is put that in.
They haven't, the bank hasn't been stabilised. This side is, if you can see it, keep dipping it in certain bits. When you get to here, okay, you've got the fifth rail there, which is our CCTV, but you've also got a PTAC, it's a track loop here, and my train picks it up. Right. It tells the train what side the platform is. But it also downloads information from the train. And if they don't talk to each other, sometimes I can be here and I've got to wait a couple of seconds for it to come up. I've got to do this one. Doors now closing, staying good.
Could I be do PA at the next stop? Go do a PA at the next stop.
If you want to.
I know.
See this? Pick up on this train. That's not me, that's the train picking up. And it's literally, it's tripping over itself. It thinks it's got wheel spin and it doesn't. These trains, they're old fashioned. What they do is they measure their circumference of their wheels. When you shave these wheels, you know they've got an outside tyre. They've got a tyre on them, softer metal. And what happens is they get skimmed. The computer reads the wheel and says, hold on, this train is 2 inches smaller than it was yesterday. So what the train does, it thinks it's wheel span. It thinks the wheel's spun out. And so it, like it just did there, it hesitates. And that happens predominantly.
We've got a few jerky 95 stocks.
So that bridge used to go right way across onto the other side. So I'm live in now. So we're going to West Ruislip.
I know the PO.
Oh, okay. No shouting. No.
You don't have to push a button, just...
You have to push a button.
Oh, that one there. Customers for Ealing Broadway, please change here and remain on the platform for the next Ealing Broadway service. This is your westbound Central Line service to West Ruislip. Train departs shortly. Customers for Ealing Broadway, change here. This train is about to depart. Stand clear of the doors, stand clear of the doors. Mind the doors, please. Stand clear.
Yeah, sorted.
I've been PA trained.
You're better than me. Fucking hell. Rusty Rail Move, we used to be able to reverse our trains up here.
Yeah.
There's a set of points across here where we could go up to the signal, the red signal, and reverse it back onto the middle road there. That doesn't happen anymore.
Oh, it doesn't? Oh, right. Oh.
We do send trains that way, but we don't send trains back.
Yeah.
The ability here to reverse a train, they don't use it anymore.
Yeah, I still think they missed the trick with in Broadway taking out that crossover
Into the district line, yes.
Yeah, I still
that
think
was great. That was.
I still feel they missed the trick with that.
Yeah.
But
Well, even here, I mean,
yeah.
you know, we could have. That was the old milk line that goes all the way down to White City.
Yeah.
So that would go down to Unigates, and you'd have the milk train come around there and load up, or unload at Unigates.
When these trains were coming out, I heard that they got one of these trains up to Onga on a test run.
Oh yeah.
And I couldn't find any photos of it or video or anything documented.
No, it's a sad thing.
Yeah.
The trouble is, I used to drive up, as I say, I was driving in, I think it was 91 or 92, I was driving up there.
Yeah.
Before I left to go on the pick. There was all school kids, and that's all we ever picked up. About 20 school kids in the whole day.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, I still think the thing is, whatever you do, is that they get rid of things and then they don't realise.
Home and sidings, that was so handy.
Oh yeah.
Now, if something bucks up, we can only go to White City, we can go to Liverpool Street.
Yeah.
We can't reverse before then.
Yeah.
So this used to be Watley's on the right hand side here.
Yeah.
But all the bridges here, so you've got the Pick Line Bridge here, coming up. This is a walkway, this goes to Watley's.
Yeah.
This is the Pick Line Bridge. Going this one here.
Yeah.
So Sudbury Town just around the corner here. Sudbury Town, Park Royal, Sudbury Town's that way. They're building some kind of block of flats here on the roundabout at Hanger Lane. Have you seen this?
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
That's actually we're on the roundabout. They're building it on the back end side. All this area was built by prisoners of war from here downwards. Our friend Helch is there.
Right. Yeah. Well, I have been spoiled this year.
What? Is your name Helch?
No, in terms of presents, you know, I class this as a present as well.
Well, I'll say.
We're literally 3 days away, so we're very close. Every time I've tried getting a cab ride on the day, it never happened, but this is the closest I've got, so I'm grateful and thank you.
That's right, mate. That's what I'm saying. There's loads of stuff. So much more on this line that you can learn. That's the thing. It is steeped in history.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So the Twyford Railway used to go here, and it used to go underneath us.
Yeah.
There's a bridge here.
Yeah.
I think it's this bridge here, which is no longer used.
Yeah.
This one here. That's when the railway used to go off.
Yeah.
And it used to go join up with the Greenford West Ealing train.
Yeah. At Greenford, there's is it one a week now, or every couple of days you have a children train, or whatever?
Yeah, that used to go from there across before the Western Avenue was built.
Yeah.
This is now very rarely used now, apart from when they do the aggregate up down here.
I've actually got a story for you, and I laugh at this. At home, I was in the transition. I had a 43-inch TV in my bedroom, and I was trying to get my body clock into sitting on my desk more. So I thought, right, if I get rid of my TV, then I won't have any reason to lay in bed.
Yes.
So I phoned my mum up. She lives up north in Durham.
Oh, a Geordie?
No, she's originally a Cockney. So she lives up there now. And I said to her one Christmas, oh, do you want my old 43-inch TV? She's like, oh yeah, I'll have it. I said, and I phoned her one day. I said, when do you want it? She says, oh, whenever. So I said, oh, so that day I got on the train, Went up there, delivered it, got there late at night, about 8 o'clock at night, and then dropped it off, set it up for her.
Central control to the West End, DRM. Please call control to finish.
I went in there, set it up, dropped it off, and then I got the night coach back home, and she said, "Son, you're bloody mad. You come all this way just to drop off the TV and set it up for me, and then head back home." I'm like, "That's your son for you." No, sir, and mine.
Nice. You do things for your mum.
Good.
Yeah. Good boy.
Yeah.
Yes, I've done that. I've literally driven. My mum comes from up Newcastle way, South Shield, so yeah, I've driven up there for a party and drove back the next day.
Yeah.
No 60th.
Yeah. I mean, the night coaches are not bad.
Long journey. Long journey.
I might go up there this week and make her shit herself.
Yes.
Just turn up on my birthday. See, here I am, birthday, night coach.
Who's the one that the one that's got the camera that faces his face?
Oh, Francis.
I can't remember his last name.
Bonjour.
Yeah, he's funny, isn't he?
He's alright. I don't mind it. He's alright.
It's the he does. It cracks me up. Semaphore signalling.
Yeah.
Right hand side.
I saw him. I saw him at Amersham when the 78th was out.
Yeah. This is for the Channel Tunnel right hand side. These are inspection tunnels where they're going to check it out. So the ground sections. That's for the channel for the thingy. This bit of raised bit here,
Yeah.
the track that we're on now,
Yeah.
it was built upon the old original 38 stock filled with concrete. They built that embankment, they put 2 trains and then built an embankment on top of them. Underneath there's 2 trains.
Right.
It used to be, you can see where there used to be sidings here. Greenford Hall and North Hall.
Yeah, and was this the 2018, the first incline lift on
Yes,
the central?
that used to be wooden.
Mm.
It was the last wooden escalator on the central line.
Was that Stratford? No?
What?
Last wooden escalator at Stratford, wasn't it? Or...
No, that was this is the one here. This was Greenford. It was the last wooden one. It was up until 2018. It was wood, and then they put that incline thing.
Yeah.
I've never been on it.
Oh, you
Stratford's claim to fame was it had the smallest escalator. It rose about 4.1 metres, and that was it. But I think someone else has taken it. I think the end of the Northern Line's got it now.
Well, we got the incline at
Well, no, sorry, we've got one. We've got the lifts at Haynor.
Yeah.
It goes less than a metre.
Yeah.
How about this for a track? How close to the roof here?
Yeah.
This outset, this is the track.
Yeah.
Right up to the outbound. North Pole, or North Pole, as it used to be called.
I mean, I was a bit gutted when Jamie said, "No, I'm not coming." I was like, "Top dog."
Well, he said to me anytime you pass, and I said, "Well, you know,
He's like,
I've got 2 bits of those paper now, so literally, you need to phone up and say, Trev, I'll see you next week." But as I say, Epping's, it's going to be about another week and a half before I go up.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem. I do Haynor, I'm there every day.
But to be fair to him, he has been working since last night, so...
I'm saying if he wants to go to Haynor, he's going to do mid and late stuff. This is also for HS2. This is their
Central control to the West End, DRM. Can you call again? That would be great. Please call control West End, DRM. Thank you, controller.
Yeah, I was talking to a CSA friend who got down the gate line, and 2 people were communicating on the radio. And the last message, he says, "You do realise you're talking to everyone on the underground.
Yes.
Change your
Open
radio
channel.
system." Yeah, change your radio system. It was quite
We're on handheld, but we do back to back. So we can back to back. I can call another one. I know how to call another train as well.
Mm.
All you do is enter those digits and press call. I can call the driver of a train. But if you do an open broadcast where you just push send, now that's an open radio. Everybody can hear you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just checking for cameras as well.
How long is it?
That's alright, just checking the time. Bloody hell, phone's going off like crazy.
1 o'clock now?
Yeah, just hit one. No, because when you said train 25, I was like, immediately went to the timetable and I was like, ah, that's where you're going to be.
Because it's news coming up for grub. I didn't want to be able to turn up.
Service up 10 miles ago, local and Metropolitan line Harrow Hill to Watford, the faulty train. All at underground lines.
I wasn't sure if you'd be on the front coming in or...
No. Well, I went past you when I went out of my
Yeah, I didn't recognise it.
And I thought,
I just thought you were a regular driver.
I know he is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have the grub first.
Yeah.
I don't want to see there and watch me eat spin on those bags.
That's alright. I'll tell you a story about 4 years ago. I went to Ivanic Canteen.
Yeah.
And my friend Matt, he was going back and forth for more curries, and I'm going, and he, no, he's offering his curry down, and I'm going back and forth for more water, and then his missus says to me, oh, my husband, he does love his curries.
The trouble is, as you found out, the reason I couldn't take him in there is the manager in there around you, and they'll be like, who is he? Has he got security clearance? They're so, that's not my home depot. My home depot would be okay with you.
Yeah.
That's not my depot.
For me, I'm happy to let her go on the flow. Very flexible.
Yeah, it's just like to say, some people you've got to watch out for.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
South Ruislip.
Yeah, South Ruislip Gardens and West Ruislip.
Because it follows our track.
Yeah.
It just there's a big crane there. This is another part they're doing.
Yeah.
It's just all the tunnels got to line up.
Have you seen the 62 stock out this month yet?
Well, yeah, I took pictures of it.
Oh right.
It was chasing me the other day.
Oh.
I don't like it.
Oh, you don't like it? Mm.
When you're driving around the
Central line in 80.
if you're following it, the track is a bit slippery behind it, so you get a lot of wheel slide. You hate the rat, you hate the TRV, but because they're old trains, they spray oil and crap all over the track.
Yeah, I'll be out tomorrow chasing it. So.
Yeah, I'm saying from a driver's point of view, it's very slip. 2-3 trains behind it, your train. You know when the rat's been through.
Yeah.
Your train's slipping everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's a sunny day. And you're like, you call control and say, has the rat been through here? And then you get, I said, no, we can feel it. I would get up on here and no adhesion. Yeah. Even on a sunny day. Normally it's rain or snow we get no adhesion. But if someone sprayed oil all over the track, because that thing it leaks oil like a drain. Well, you should have the rat and the TRV should be in there.
Yeah.
Whether it is at the moment, it might be on the track.
I know the time for Saturday. It comes to Epping at 10:39 on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And again at 15.
Well, because you're one each end of the line, that's the problem.
15, 17 on the...
Oh, well, I'm talking about rats and TRVs. We've got rat one end, we've got a 5-car one end and 7-car or 6-car the other end.
Yeah, West End ones are hit and miss.
Yes. Well, that's why I did some pictures of it, because you've got all the that bloke at Eden Broadway. He wanted the unit numbers, so I took pictures of the train as it went past, and give him the unit numbers. Because some of the enthusiasts wants our unit numbers.
Yeah, we've got a guy at Malden called Brian that does that as well.
So I took loads of pictures of those and showed them on there for people who like unit numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I've done some voluntary work in a charity shop, and the manager knows a lot of people at Malden.
Countdown Marcus, Engineers 5.
And etc. And I said to her, I had a chat with her, and she said, oh, sometimes I go up there to see my friends, and I've got special access to do it. I've literally got a card that says I can do it. There's the TRV. And this lady I was working for, she said, oh, no one can go there, you have to be LU staff. And I showed her my card, and she was like, how'd you get that? I said, you need to know, and you've not. She was one of the people that does not like being told.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I can walk around this depot and go live. If I can get 1,000, I can do live streaming as I walk around. Because I walk in and out of the depot all the time.
Yeah.
And some like that. I mean, there's the old one here where they route it apart.
Yeah, the old English train, yeah.
But behind that, they've got a railer.
Yeah.
And what it is, it's a couple of metal you put it over the track.
Yeah.
And it protects the sheds. So if a train tries to go past it, it will actually derail the train.
Yeah.
You know about the BR link up here?
Yeah, yeah. I used to come up here and watch S-Docs being delivered.
Because I was talking about, I was about to say about this. You come off here, off the wash road here.
Yeah.
It goes down beside the wash road.
Yeah.
And that's when, this year we were bringing S-Docs because they were being converted this year, last year. They were coming through here. And there's two drivers that just sit around all day waiting. Some days they do nothing.
Yeah.
And all their job is take it from the main line and bring it onto our track. I love that job.
Rude.
Shame we could race one of those.
Oh yeah.
That'd be good. Race you from here to South Ruislip.
Yeah. We'll have to do it one week.
Yeah, you've got a local out there at the moment.
Whenever I see a freight train, I always say, "Is my friend on there?" I know.
See, I've got one of these whose arse is in the air ready to run out of it.